Welcome to Man Space Cafe, the mental fitness podcast that equips you with the tips, tools, and tactics to build up your mental muscle. I'm your host, Anthony Moura. A new episode is out every Tuesday and Friday. Listen, share widely, subscribe, and let's get mentally fit. Just because things are not going right along the way does not mean that you should quit altogether. After high school, I took a class, or rather I took a course for 2 years that was supposed to prepare me for college. And part of that class or that course was making presentations. You had to do oral presentations for certain subjects, and that's how you got rated. So one of the classes I took was history, in African history, and we were given a topic for you to present, and you had to prepare for that, and then you go and present. So once I got this topic, it was quite challenging because in my high school we really never made presentations, oral presentations. So this was a totally new thing that I was going to be doing, and I despite this I still had to do it. So I didn't even know how to present, to be quite honest, because again, it's a new thing. I don't know how to stand to articulate whatever it is, and so the day of the presentation came. I was not the first one, and I thought, not being the first one will give me an upper hand because I'll get to see what people are doing and then, maybe work that into my presentation. So, yes, I was almost third to last in presenting. So, presenter after presenter went up, and some went really well. They even got an applause from the lecturer, and so that even made me more nervous because I still didn't know how to do this thing that I was being made to do. But anyway, my time came. I went there in front. I tried to articulate what I was going to say, but the nerves took hold of me so much that I froze. I forgot what I was going to do up there, and there was this awkward silence for a few minutes, and the lecturer was like, "Did you even prepare? Were you ready?" And I said yes, but the nerves could not let go of me, and so I was told to go and sit down and maybe prepare and present that another time. So fast forward to college. So I got to college, and one of the subjects that I took was public speaking. I remember that because public speaking was one of these subjects that we were told at the beginning of the lecture when the lecturer was taking us through. He told us that the final exam was going to be a presentation. You were not going to write anything. You were just going to make a presentation based on a theme that you would pick. Then you had to come up with a topic. And so this was exciting for me, one, because we were not going to have any exams in that class. All your exams are going to be oral presentations. Also, it was going to be redemption for me remember my high school mishap, my high school disaster of a presentation. So this was going to be a moment of redemption for me. And so the day of the final exam came, and we were given the theme for 3 weeks in advance, and we had to prepare. So the theme was around crime and punishment. So we had to go research and then come and make the presentation. So I had really prepared and researched about the topic, and I felt ready. So you would think you're ready until it's the day of the presentation, and then the nerves kick in, and you are asking yourself, second guessing yourself whether you are ready, and if you are ready to make this happen. But by this time, I had learned how to work with my nerves. In fact, I think even up to now, I think having nerves is a good thing. It means that, you are actively thinking about what you're going to do, and you are safeguarding yourself to go and do this thing. It's like your brain or your mind is giving you a life jacket or a bulletproof vest for you to go to war, something like that. So day of the presentation came. I had my backup in my flash drive, and I went there to make this presentation. Now, you didn't know which number you are going to be in the presentation. You found out on the day of the presentation. So when we got to class, everybody sat down, and I was told I was going to be number 5 in presenting. So again, like in high school, I thought, upper hand, have a chance to see, what people are doing, the format, the feedback and all that. So presenter 1 went up, 2, 3, 4, and it was my turn. So I go in front with my flash drive, and I was confident that my flash drive will work, and I will have this elaborate presentation, which I had visualized in my head, because I like to visualize my presentations before I make them. I like to see the sequence of events and how things are going to go. And so I went in front, put in my flash drive, and the only thing that I saw on that flash drive instead of my PowerPoint presentation was this photo that I was going to use at the end of my presentation, like this closing photo that had a statement that I was going to deliver. So my presentation was not there. So I paused for a minute, and all I was thinking was, this has happened again. It's like a deja vu from high school. I'm going to freeze up, and I'll lose like more than 30% of my grade, and that's how I'm going to fail this class. But because I had the experience of making previous presentations, I handled it better. I only put up the photo that I was going to present for in 20 minutes of my presentation, and I decided to go off the cuff, just present it and wing it based on what I had been preparing for the weeks before. And that's what I did. I spoke and talked to people about the topic that I had come up with. And part of the criteria that you are going to be assessed on for that class was how you are going to deliver that topic. And if you are going to refer to your slides a lot and read from them, then that will be, detrimental to your marks. In fact, I remember some people are referring to their slides too much and reading from them, and they were stopped along the way and told to stop doing that. So yeah, I delivered my presentation really well, I think. I got an applause from the audience, and that's how I aced my public speaking class. So first, it was redemption. I managed to redeem myself in terms of my public speaking. And those skills that I learned in that class and the previous high school disaster or presentation, those failures, that experience has carried me through up to now. And whenever I make presentation, I usually go back to those two events, and they impact me and help me to navigate the nerves in terms of making public presentations, because presenting is not one of the easiest things. So just as I started saying, along the way you will encounter challenges when you're trying to do something, when you're trying to achieve a goal. And just because there are bumps along the road, or just because there are challenges, does not mean that you will not get there. What matters is how you are able to navigate through those challenges, and how you are able to maneuver through whatever it is that you are going through, or what you are going to encounter. That is part of what mental fitness is about. Your ability to navigate through life's challenges. The tools that you use based on your experience to be able to handle what life throws at you. So when confronted with challenges, you should make them work for you. You should learn how to fence with them and know how to not quit, but keep on going. So as I end episode 23 of Manspace Cafe, again, I would like to remind everyone that May is Mental Wellness Awareness Month, and you have a role to play in your community, in your family, wherever you are, in terms of spreading awareness, in terms of mental health awareness. You all have social circles, and you have a responsibility to check up on each other and make sure that if you can help someone be better mentally, or if you cannot, then you are able to find help for them in some way, so that we have a better community, better family, better friends, better social circles that are mentally well. I've been your host, Anthony Mwaura. See you on the next one.